Before sun and serpent clashed in the skies, two realms thrived in silence, worlds apart, yet destined to converge. In the frost-bitten heights of Asgard, gods of thunder and war carved their names into fate itself. Their prophecies spoke of Ragnarök, a firestorm, and that no god could escape. And in the sacred skies of Takamagahara, the kami danced with the wind and wielded the seasons like blades of light. There, harmony reigned beneath the gaze of Amaterasu, the eternal sun, but fate is never still. When Loki, the deceiver, the fire beneath the frost, broke his chains, he tore open the veil between worlds, not just to destroy his own, but to twist the balance of all existence. Two pantheons, two destinies, one battlefield written across the stars. This is the legend of when the sun met shadow, when east met north, and the gods themselves stood on the edge of annihilation. Loki and the mirror of the sun, when worlds collide at the end of all ages, when the signs of Ragnarök began to stain the skies of Asgard. Loki, the god of mischief, remained bound in his dark cave. With every drop of venom that fell on his face, his agony tore at the fabric of reality. Cracks opened between worlds, and through one of them, Loki's spirit slipped into a new realm. A realm ruled not by Odin and Thor, but by the kami, the divine spirits of ancient Japan, who resided in the heavenly plane of Takamagahara. The meeting of light and shadow there, Loki encountered Amaterasu, the Shinto goddess of the sun, whose brilliance could melt the ice from Asgard's tallest peaks. She beheld the trickster cloaked in shadow and said, "You come from a dying world, but light does not fear the shadow that runs from its fate." Loki, ever cunning, smiled and replied, "Light that has never known shadow doesn't know how to fight when the night comes." He sought to sow chaos among the kami as he had among the Aesir, but the gods of Takamagahara were not easily deceived. The theft of the sacred mirror, in a bold move, Loki stole the Yata no Kagami, the sacred mirror of the sun, one of the three imperial treasures of Japan. Without it, Amaterasu retreated into a dark cave, just as she once had in the original myth, and the world was plunged into eternal night. But this time, the darkness was more than myth. It was Ragnarok's curse chaos from another world, bleeding into this one. With both realms in danger, the Norse and Japanese deities knew they had to unite. Thor descended from Asgard, while Susanoo, Amaterasu's storm-bringing brother, rose with his divine blade, Kusanagi-no-Tsurugi. The battle between worlds in a great field where the Yggdrasil, Norse world tree, intertwined with the Celestial Sakura Tree of the kami, the final battle took place. Loki summoned his monstrous children Fenrir the Wolf and Jörmungandr the World Serpent, while the kami summoned divine warriors like the Tengu and Raijin, god of thunder. At the heart of the chaos, Susanoo confronted Loki. Steel clashed with sorcery, thunder with trickery. With a flash of sacred steel and a burst of solar light from the restored mirror, Loki was struck down, his plans unraveled. Rebirth and harmony with Loki defeated, the rift between worlds began to heal. Amaterasu returned to the sky, and the sun shone once more on both worlds. From that day on, the gods of Asgard and Takamagahara forged a silent pact to guard the balance of all realms and watch for the signs of chaos wherever they may rise. And so, in the weaving of myth across cultures, we find this truth. Even the light must learn to fight the shadow, and only together can worlds survive the end. As the final echoes of battle faded into silence and the ashes of two worlds settled on sacred soil, the sun rose not just over Takamagahara or Asgard, but over a new realm, born from the fire and frost, light and shadow. Loki was gone, his mischief scattered with the winds of fate. Fenrir lay still, the jaws that once threatened the cosmos now quiet. And in the sky, Amaterasu shone once more brighter, wiser, tempered by the clash of destinies. From the wreckage of chaos, a fragile peace bloomed. The gods, once bound to their own myths, now carried the weight of each other's legends. Thor and Susanoo, warriors of storm, exchanged blades and vows. The great tree Yggdrasil, now entwined with the cherry blossoms of the Kami, stood taller than ever. And so, the veil between worlds was sealed not out of fear, but out of understanding. For now the gods knew, no world stands alone forever. And sometimes, only by embracing the unknown can light truly overcome the shadow.